we're seeing something from SHIB that is actually a very good sign. And I'm not talking about price. Price has definitely been crap for everything across the week. But for Shiba Inu, this is important because the last time we were seeing this take place, it was actually at lower prices. And it did, in fact, also lead us to a nice bounce in terms of price. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So yes, the crypto market is crap today. We're seeing a sea of red once again. But I will say, SHIB actually had a green day yesterday. It was modestly green, doji candle day. Today, it's down a modest amount as well. So SHIB has actually slowed down here compared to a lot of other assets in the space that are seeing, 3, 4, 5% drops. SHIB's down about 2%. So that I'm not going to say is an awesome sign, but it is a good sign nonetheless that's not bleeding as much. In terms of the Shiba Inu charts, we are actually building this descending wedge right now, which is a bullish formation. We haven't always broken to the upside on these, but the last time we had a major one was obviously back here, coming down from December into the middle of March. And we obviously did, in fact, have a breakout to the upside. So I'd love to see this take place. This, if we do go to the very point of this, would be around the Friday this week. And that would be around 40121. All right. Now, again, don't have to follow this perfectly, but that's just the structure we're playing out into currently. And unfortunately, what we're seeing around the crypto market is a lot of retail capitulation, a lot of people being fearful and scared of what's coming tomorrow, because tomorrow we have our FOMC meeting. And the sentiment that's going to come from Jerome Powell, I think, is going to be a very big deal. And something that does need to be paid attention to. It's something that could either cause the market to drop further, or if they hint at monetary policy changes, which I think they're going to, then we may in fact have a little bit of a pump. But what I found very interesting for Shiba Inu is something we have witnessed at lower levels take place before, specifically down in these ranges here in the early part of April. If you guys remember, we would see these shifts take place for Shiba Inu where there'd be fluctuations in the amount of short and long interest. And when price got to certain levels, we would see short interest climb. And when we got down to certain levels, we would see short interest fall. And what we've actually gotten down to now is a point of almost balance in terms of long and short interest in terms of Shiba Inu. And this is very important because when this tends to happen, Shiba Inu tends to get a little bit bouncy. We saw that taking place down in these ranges here. All right. So now SHIB is doing a very similar sign, just at higher prices. So this is in fact looking like one of those stair-stepping opportunities where SHIB could in fact start to surge and create a little bit of a higher high whenever we start this recovery. All right. Now, this isn't a guarantee or financial advice, just something that I thought was a very interesting consistency that we have seen take place before. What I do also want to mention too is after that sell day yesterday from Wales, or 2 days ago, we did in fact have a buy day. Go figure. Some probably short-term trading going on in terms of whales. They're taking advantage of opportunities that retail is continuing to give them, which is a great sign. They added 273 billion SHIB yesterday. And what we've also seen is exchange supply drop start to continue. So that is a great sign here as well. We've reached kind of one of those pivot moments. And I do again want to point to the fact that we have seen so much exchange supply removed over this last year that when we do in fact start to see demand rise, when we start to see excitement rise, it's going to impact the price. That's a very high likelihood. Now, what we've also seen is even after this kind of rough last 24 hours, ETH BTC still just kind of trending sideways. We're just watching and waiting for this moment that it's gonna have this break up, right? But the biggest thing I can stress here is we of course just need to be patient, right? This has been one of the probably most painful consolidation periods we've been on. SHIB obviously, since those highs that we saw in March of 2024, it's been a long road. All right. But the thing that I will say here too is the reason that this is so painful, I'll say painful, is because we're waiting for this major shift across the crypto market. This is the big one. And why I'm saying this is the big one is this is frankly the time where we could see things accelerate into mass adoption, where you could see big embrace from government, big embrace from enterprise, right? And the reason that SHIB has a huge opportunity here is it's very different from other meme coins in the space. It's essentially emerged from there and it has a much different narrative surrounding it. It's got some of the best fundamentals, some of the best tokenomics in the crypto space. It's a deflationary asset, right? These are all reasons that SHIB, when excitement rises, it tends to have people flock to it. It tends to perform extremely well. But we haven't had those times in a long time. So what I will say again is we need to just be patient. We need to let these things play out. And eventually, the skies will clear and we'll start seeing some better prices, hopefully, right? But have a great day. Show your love below. Let me know your thoughts. Are you seeing these trends taking place? But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.